Hi, everyone. I'm Ceree from the Spiritual View, here to do your Friday reading. They call it Fun Friday. A couple weeks ago, I introduced a deck that MJ has taught us in class called the Crazy Brain Spread, which is really a short deck of looking at a particular situation that you'd like to ask a question or get some clarity on. I don't know about you guys, but the eclipse energy this week has just been crazy, even down to my dog sitting in the middle of the road because he decided not to walk anymore and just wouldn't get up. But I've noticed this surge in energy. I don't know if you guys have felt it, but it's just been kind of crazy all week long. And it's paused or caused me to pause and reflect upon the theme of joy. So today's reading, we're going to focus on joy. And for most of us, we use the words joy and happiness together or interchangeably. And I think they're quite similar. In fact, I looked up the definition, and joy is used in the description of happiness. And they can be used interchangeably, but I do believe that joy is almost a state of being, a state of mind. And I've been reflecting all week on, wow, what does bring me joy? And what could be getting in the way of my ability to experience joy at the level that I really want and desire? And what might I need to know a little bit more about joy? So today we're going to do the same spread as before, the crazy brain spread, and we're going to take it to the theme of joy. So for most of you, think about, if you step back for a second in your own personal life, what are you thinking about when you think of joy and being in a state of joy? And if you think about that or you feel that, what might be getting in the way of your ability to feel that joy, or a situation that you've got in front of you that you want some clarity for? So I've already saged the cards. I've gone through my prayers, and actually I'd asked Archangel Michael specifically today to show up in the reading, and he did in the cards. So I'm going to start off with a couple of oracle cards to give us a little bit of texture and feeling for the theme of happiness. The first that I came up with is from the Angels and Ancestors deck that was gifted to me. And the card that I pulled was the Sage, devoted and committed. And I'm just going to read you a little bit of the description of the Sage. So as it relates to happiness or joy, be willing to go the whole road and back again. This will allow you to be the best you can possibly be. This card also is about observation and becoming more aware of who you are and all your inner workings, because that awareness can bring more clarity to your decisions. Devotion is a powerful energy. Right now, angels and ancestors want to acknowledge how committed you are to your growth. Your continued dedication to this aspect of your life has been recognized, and your understanding that you are not only a body, but also a soul. And that is all you need to continue growing and expanding. The energy of oneness is offering itself to you now, and it's important that you take some time to integrate it so that you can be supported and guided by it. This is what the divine wants for you. All right, so that was the first one, the Sage. The second oracle card comes from the Wisdom of the Oracle, and this is Colette Baron Reed. And the card I pulled today was flexible. All right. And the definition here, the essential meaning is teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's important to us. It says, consider the tree. The tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend as if in a hurricane. Whereas as a rigid structure like a building, it would come crashing down. Now, this is how you need to be now. Be willing to learn new things, be teachable, be malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you as well. So some themes of flexibility, devotion, going after what you desire. Those are some oracle messages for all of us to reflect and contemplate. The energy of the cards today, I just cut the cards, and the first card that came out for the energy was the Seven of Pentacles. I get this a lot. I'm an Aries, and so patience is not my greatest virtue. So I always see this as it's a card of weight. It's a card of sticking to your plan, sticking to your values, and you're looking at what you want to manifest, but patience is required to see it through. I said, well, okay, I want to know what's this about? And this is the Ace of Wands as the clarifier. So if you are trying to bring about a new beginning in your life, a new way of being, a new way of acting in your skin, if you will, because we're moving from the old third dimensional energies into a multi-dimensional way of being, which is new for all of us. And so this message is the energy that's operating in the background is as we are looking to experience a newfound sense of what joy means for us, it requires patience and it requires to stick into our plan of what we want to manifest. Now, I asked the question, the first card was, because this was the underlying energy. The first card is, what do you think is going on with you about the subject of joy? What is going on that is either an enabler or could be getting in the way? The first card I pulled was the Justice card, Libra energy. And this is oftentimes reflective of a situation where the scales need to be balanced. So I would ask you, is there a situation in your life right now where something seems to be unfair, not equitable, the life that you're living or relationships where there have been hurt or trauma? There's something about justice that you feel the situation is around joy. I asked for some clarifiers and two cards flew out, which is fascinating because my Archangel Michael showed up. The Temperance card. And I love the Temperance card because it's a wonderful card of healing. It's about flow. It's also about balance. And the other card that came out with it was the Two of Cups. And oftentimes when you see these two cards together, as well as paired with Justice, there's something karmically happening that's healing either a relationship with someone else, or it could be you are healing a relationship with you, focusing on self-love and self-care. And so I love the fact that I asked Archangel Michael to be here in the reading, and yes, indeed, he showed up. So this is what you believe is going on as you look at your experience with joy. There may be some injustices that have happened that have hurt you. There may be some things that you have not paid attention to for your own sake. I talked last time about sometimes we need to learn how to put on our own oxygen mask first before we tend to the needs of others. And many of us walk around having to focus on that self-care. And I'm going to read something to you at the very end. 12 steps to self-care that I think are really essential for anyone as they are navigating this new energy coming to the planet. So again, the situation here around joy is around justice, or perhaps a need for justice, but also an opportunity to heal a relationship with someone, whether it be a love interest, whether it be a family member, a friend, or it could be focusing on healing self and forgiving self. And is this your time to be looking yourself in the mirror and to say, I'm okay with who I am and I love me? That's a hard thing to do for most of us. But what's really going on, the next card says, okay, well, this could be the situation, but this is actually really going on behind the scenes. The Strength card, Leo energy. So I absolutely love this because she is taming the lion, and it's a beautiful card of inner strength and courage. And so what's really going on around looking at joy and that feeling of joy inside is pulling from within in that strength to deal with whatever life situations have been bringing you and to look at it from a higher perspective. And I asked for a clarifier and I got the Five of Wands. And Five of Wands, I call it the drama card. And oftentimes it is family members, work relationships, people around you that are just creating a lot of shenanigans, if you will. And you have the strength to overcome any kind of drama or negativity around you that can help you have that sense of joy and that peace that comes from within. Now, I think as we are all navigating right now in this transition period with this eclipse energy, we're going to see continued drama and conflict all around us. And I think it's up to each of us to go within and to say, what brings me joy? What keeps me grounded? How do I look at my inner strength and pull that forward so that I don't pay attention to the naysayers, the people who are negative, or the people who want to shut you down? The next card is around the message from spirit. So interestingly enough, this card came out again, the Five of Wands. So I think the universe is loudly saying, and I pulled a clarifier, the Four of Wands, which is all around victory. And what spirit is actually telling us right now is that there's going to be continued conflict and drama around us. And I think as we look at the people and relationships in our lives, people are making choices. Either I choose to live in love and peace and joy and harmony, and I attract that to me, or I've chosen to live over here in the old world of anger, of fear, of chaos, of drama, of control, of power. And so it's a message to all of us to say the world is separating the haves and the have-nots, those who choose to be in the feeling and vibration of love, those who choose to be in the vibration of fear and anger. Those two will not meet in the middle. They're separating. And so what you may be feeling, and this is Spirit's message, is it's okay, because this is the natural byproduct of us making our choices to live through the lens of joy and to feel that peace and that calm within. Yes, there's going to be conflict. However, you do possess the strength to pull from within, to remain strong and to be victorious. The next card that I pulled was what hasn't actually happened yet that's coming. And this card is the Three of Wands. And Three of Wands is right after the Two of Wands, which is around intention setting. And this is the card they say the ships are waiting to come in. And this is just a manifestation of joy that hasn't come yet. So for some of you, you may have felt some joy in moments. For some of you, it may be very challenging based on what you're going through to feel a lot of joy. But what the message is, what hasn't come to you yet, is a profound sense of, if you want to experience joy in your life, yes, there can be conflict around you. Yes, there can be drama, but you individually have the choice to say, I'm going to manifest peace, love, and joy, and it's going to be coming from within me. It just hasn't manifested itself fully, but it's coming. The last card, which is the bonus card, which is the last message from Spirit in the deck. And the last message is the Wheel of Fortune. And the clarifier is the Six of Pentacles. So this is kind of your send-off message. I love the Wheel of Fortune because it is divine. It is in divine timing, but it is natural progression. Things are lining up in the way that they should. So if you want to feel joy in your life and to experience that, it is coming. And the ticket in terms of how we can most effectively experiencing this sense of joy is through sharing our time and our gifts with others. The Six of Pentacles is a wonderful card of reciprocity, equal give and take, generosity of time, of talents, of spirit. And again, this is one more recommendation from Spirit that says, you know how to do this. You have the strength, you have the courage, and you can feel joy even if it's in the middle of a storm around you. Now, I'd like to end with this concept that we talked about with the Two of Cups, concept of self-care and healing and forgiveness of self. As we move into the golden age of the age of Aquarius, I think this is very important and critical for each of us as we navigate this new energy moving forward. This is called the 12 steps of self-care. And many of you may have already heard it, but I like to get reminded of it because at times it's not easy to practice. Number one, if it feels wrong, don't do it. Number two, say exactly what you mean. Number three, don't be a people pleaser. Number four, trust your instincts. Number five, never speak bad about yourself. Number six, never give up on your dreams. Number seven, don't be afraid to say yes. Number eight, don't be afraid to say no. Number nine, be kind to yourself. Number 10, let go of what you cannot control. Number 11, stay away from all drama and negativity, as evidenced by the cards. And number 12, stay in love. If you think about those 12 steps, they're very simple, but oftentimes we forget them. And by following the 12 steps, I think that is another message that allows us to stay in this wonderful, beautiful feeling of joy. And my hope for you on this wonderful Friday is that you can cap off the week and think of something that just brings you tremendous joy, and that every day you look forward to getting up, going about your day, and just having some really wonderful moments of joy that please the soul. With that, thank you so much. Happy Friday. We'll see you soon.